So just about set now. And towing the slab here, Matthew Liberator. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Brian Roberts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one drifts inside. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball three. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And ball one. Albies, 26 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Check swing, called strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to.
Polanco, Lindor, that's one. On to Freddie, double play. David Ortiz, the next to hit, and he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Scott hauls it in to end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Matt Cain.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Mark Vientos, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Swing and a ball popped up. Out number 2. And now Jack Peterson. And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit right side. Albies over to first in time, and that will end the inning. New inning getting started. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. Liberator back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And now he steps off the rubber. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Scott makes a nice running catch. Now it's Christian Yelich.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one inside. 1-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Terry Pendleton getting ready to hit. Outside.
Nope,
and that's ball 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. No score here in the second. And he grounds one to the right side. Polanco. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Ripped to short. And quickly one away in the second. Here is Freddie Freeman. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here.
Yeah. Missed my whole fucking reaction. That's gone, man. You worry about it. Hold on. This guy's homer. Yeah. Just want to see his face.
He was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Giancarlo Stanton stands in now, looks at that one inside. So now a pinch hitter, Juan Soto.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh? Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, keep your eye on the game.
I think I like it. God.
One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss.
I don't know, man. These breaks are just nuts, so.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
That's it.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due
that
next.
Shit's crazy.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That one hammered center field. Bazana hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Victor Scott. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Nice grab.
Hey, I should have bunted that bitch.
And that's a nice play down the inning.
I just missed it, though. I ain't mad.
And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Travis Bazana. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Check swing, called strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fouls one off. 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Here's the catcher to hit, Jason Varitek. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
1-0.
Strike on the outside corner. And a count 1-1. That one ripped but foul.
He almost hit that bitch hard as he could. Jesus. He was just late.
Two and two.
Out to short. Lindor fires across the diamond. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Next to hit, Roman Anthony. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a chopper out to short. Makes the sliding stop.
What a slide. What a fucking slide. What a play. This shit. Come on, let's get the bats going.
Set for the bottom of the third. Here comes Real Muto. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Like that bitch in the desert.
To third, Pendleton.
Get over to it, man. It felt like
tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Ortiz takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Polanco swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. I might get nervous, feel my chest racing, pounding first placing. Doctor said I practice my patience. I found a way to solve it. I might fuck around and be there whenever you're lonely. 5 or 16 ounces just so you can hold me. Say your name 1,000 times and never gets boring. I'll give you a voice, a vision, and a rise.
Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. That's too low. Ball 1. And that's going to get into the corner. That's a hit. The relay to second. And he's out. Cut down, and that
was dumb. Should have stayed, man. Or at least make shit. Send the guy on third if you're going to send somebody. That was dumb.
On to the fourth. Leading off, Brian Roberts.
It's not swinging. Maybe you will.
Roberts,
outside.
27 years old. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. Towards first. He'll do it himself. One up, one down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 0 for 1 so far.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
The wind of the pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first, and Albies is retired. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz.
I was trying to tell you that I'll buy us some breakfast.
That one the other way. Lindor on to first. And he has thrown 4. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter now, Jock Peterson.
They just wanted to go outside. They're fine.
Peterson just got a piece of it. And there's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brent Rooker. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Anthony grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Peterson stands at first with 1 out. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Next offering is
God
outside.
Damn it.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and he's out easily. Here's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Yelich ranging back, and that is that.
Damn it, man.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Jamer Candelario. Liberator back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Polanco. He makes the grab, and there's 1 away. And now it's Christian Yelich. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Terry Pendleton now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Inside,
no, that
just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
And now
That's
2-0.
Ball.
Late with the swing there.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and
2
now
balls,
outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that is downstairs. And the count is filled up. Swing and a pop-up. Polanco makes the grab on the run.
What's up, dude?
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. And that one fouled off.
the ball.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
You being mean, Macy.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Yelich makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now it's JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. Ortiz hauls it in, and there's two away. Two down, base is empty. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor swings through that one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Close, but called a ball. Now 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Bazzana pulls it down, and that is... And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Travis Bazzana. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And that one clips the corner. Right through there for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And now the catcher comes
Macy.
up to him. Jason Varitek. 0 for 1.
You can't get a
grounded
bottle.
Out in his first at bat.
You can't get no treats.
And strike one to the catcher.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
On the corner for a strike. 0-2 now.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear it.
On the ground, right side.
That's all bonding time, huh, Macy?
Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Now the left fielder, Roman Anthony, grounded out his first time. Swings through that one for strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now Jorge Polanco. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there.
Yes.
Got all of that one.
I'm like, damn, yo, I put a good bat on it.
It's 2-0.
So did. Let's go. Almost took you off the line, though.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mark Vientos.
The head is here, too. That's 2 games for me.
First pitch swinging.
You just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swung on, belted.
They gonna hate on you, but good fucking swing, though.
And he makes the catch.
Man.
And
that's how you get to that.
Here's Jock Peterson.
Damn, 1 for 2. Late. It's a little late.
Peterson just got a piece of it.
You gotta know that. I could have won.
And that one fouled
God,
off.
I missed it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brent Rooker. 0 for 2 in this one. Out there to center. Roberts on the move. And he makes the grab. And that'll do it.
It's done.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Brian Roberts.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot in.
Out to short. And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
Gino. That was a
no-hit. Up to the plate.
I didn't realize it was a no-hitter.
First offering, and it just misses.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The tying run at the plate. That misses the zone,
and
that's ball 3.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now, this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are...
Vientos fires to second for 1. On to Freddie. Double play.
Amazing.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Except that fucking
check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
It's just fine.
One and two now. Fouled off.
That's a good pitch.
And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
He did not deserve to get any piece of that. Oh my God.
And now the count is even.
I got him away from this spot though. Right. I got
him looking. That's a strikeout.
Just sit there looking for somebody like me gonna get him. Goddamn. I love it.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
We got another one, Freddie.
Swing.
Bite it. Bite it. I told you. Called it. Game sign. Gone forever.
He's done it again.
Come on, man. Get on out of here. Save my pitcher. I'll let me.
Second homer of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Juan Soto now. Swing and a miss.
Do I want to pull Soto?
A 6'7" lefty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Bye. Pulling for what?
Out of here.
Being here talking crazy. Pulling for what? Let's go.
It's
to that.
And now Victor Scott. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Bazzana hauls it in, and there's one away.
I should have done it.
JT Real Muto steps in.
Take out though.
And first offering is fouled off.
Chill out. That's another one. Come on.
This one in the air, right field. 2 down. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Swinging a foul straight back.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this
one swung on and hit well.
What the fuck I'm talking about? 3 in the inning? Come on, man.
And that one
is swings too. No bullshit bloopers or whatever. These are good fucking swings.
It's 5-zip. So back to the top of the order. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one.
swung at that. Glad it didn't. Fuck it.
Right side. All these. Third out.
Almost cool Juan Soto.
And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now the DH, Jamer Candelario.
Who's the crazy man talking like that? Oh, for the pool, Juan Soto. Fuck it. You ought to hype right now, right?
Ben Joyce takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And a foul ball.
Hold on, I got something else fast for you. His release, though. Let me get his release together.
Next offering misses down and away. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Yelich at the dish. Goes over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. They say to Ryan.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
I know you use this fastball. How you know this?
Strike 3, and that's 2
right
in a
to the
row.
kisser.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. And a foul ball.
I don't like your attitude. Yeah, that's a little too.
You're one.
You're a little too spry, buddy.
And that is out of play.
You was a legend. You're supposed to be an old nigga right now. Chill out.
2 outs.
That down. Like that.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Scott makes the grab, and
all
that'll end the inning.
Double outlier, okay, but I did overstate it. But those bars are huge. Big ass bars, for real.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. That's in there. Strike 1.
We could just not play no games with you. No games, huh? Fuck it.
1. Pinch hitter coming on. Jamer Candelario. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and he's safe at first.
That's it. Okay.
And Jack Peterson stands in.
That was
now a screamer into the outfield.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
They take the force out. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Not in time.
I didn't know he dropped it.
It's a fielder's choice.
Good.
Brent Rooker will hit
Good
next.
job.
On the ground to the left.
What?
And foul ball.
That was the one. Fuck. Tough now.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Peterson leads off first with 1 away. So now 1 and 2.
Wow. I had to use that one.
Now this is in the air down
I
the
gotta
line.
put that in the bag.
And that's a foul ball. Got him swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Tough.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, strike zone is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
In the dirt.
It's bad, though. That shit hurt you. Bad.
And now 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 more. Fuck it.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Just throw it down the middle.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. game time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that.
Yeah, for 2 hits.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Travis Bazzana.
I got a good swing. I looked at it. I didn't know he got the out.
Joyce back to work. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Candelario hauls it in for the out. One down.
Fastball all game.
Jason Varitek digs in now. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him. Control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Real Muto to first, and they're down to their last out.
Not really caring about it. Sorry.
Hard hit left side.
It's good enough.
First,
nothing in that guess, huh? He's 655 or some shit.
Expect to win. Some teams live and die by
655 or some shit.
5 homers
Get that
really led them to victory.
5-0 the final in this
Freddie
one.
Freeman.
Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I'll bet that for sure. 2 homers? I don't really do that. Littleton only had 5 Ks and a walk. Gave up his head. No earned runs, though. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I mean, I just have to be able to control his pitches. Sometimes I can't control his pinpoint consistently. And it's not like it's difficult, I guess, but, excuse me, just one of them things, you know? Look, fucked up my no-hitter for no reason. He only got that 1 hit, and that really wasn't a hit. The fucking error. That's what they should have listed it as. Would have been a perfect fucking game, man. Well, I guess not with the error, but would have been a no-hitter, goddammit. Would have loved that. Yo, Matt Cain, I'm going to have to try him. He gave up a couple homers at the end, but I'm going to like that. Shit. 8 Ks. I mean, damn. I got 4 of them from what's his name, didn't I? Oh, no, he only got 3. I mean, okay. He didn't get on the bags. It's the contact king. We definitely did that. He didn't want to swing that fucking bat? Okay. Strike! Now what? You're working with a 2-strike count. Every fucking at-bat. Every at-bat. And when you weren't, and you got a 3-0 and you're thirsty, then I get you. I only struck out 1 time. Shut up. Uh-oh. That's 3. Shit, even 3. That's nice. Respect. I ain't gonna struck me out once. And a lot of y'all pinch hitter, my pinch hitters do work, I promise. Every time. Juan Soto came in and got a fucking homer. Lefty. Freddie Freeman. Make the decision to put you at first base. Haven't regretted it. Oof. Okay, he wasn't terrible in the rankings, you know what I'm saying? Solid. Quality. For my level. Relax. Hey, tell me I'm goal 1. Hold on now. Let me find out. Yeah, big dog shit. 2 homers to do that, huh? Boy, boy, this pack opening gonna be nuts. We finna fuck around and get to these. I don't know. I just feel like something crazy gotta come. Something. I'm talking about Tatis. We're going for Aaron Judge. Once I focused and stayed focused on Shohei, like, nah, we're pulling Shohei. I pull Shohei. So I got the cheese method. It be working. That's how I got Shohei. So I got a lot of these players. Keep it hot. Let me see. List of my big pools. Shohei, Juan Soto, Paul Skeens was my first big pool. He was 70K at the moment. It's half $100, ain't it? Um, I bought Cattell. I bought Cattell? Yeah, I bought Cattell. I pulled Jordan. I pulled Candelaria. Who? Oh, we. Especially at the time when I pulled both of those. Those are awesome pulls. Both $100 cards. Candelaria's still $100 card. And he just helped us the fuck out. His bat plays well. Ben Joyce is a little bit overrated. He's good. That shit gonna work. But those pars are huge. You gotta be cool with that sinker. You wanna throw it inside, that shit gonna float over that plate a lot. Oh man, good win. This my A team. Putting in fucking work. They come and put bats on it. Boy, we gonna try you niggas too. Cause this squad is it. This squad is still it too. With my dog. Especially with my dog. Team captain. Fuck all that. I'm still silver too. I gotta hit 700 to be fucking gold. Damn. Thought, hold on. Hold on. Let me. What are the prizes? Uh, Game classic info. Yeah. Okay. So currently got to hit silver two. Here. Silver no. Because that. Damn, it's for real. The whole 700s. Hey. Okay. I think once I hit those, don't you get locked in at 700 though, or no? That'd be awesome. I ain't going back. 8 to 900 is gold too. Shit. I'll be honest, I don't know about it. 800, I don't know. It's possible. I'm at 650. It ain't like I'm not right there. It ain't like I'm not on an ass whooping streak. Even in events, I have like a warm up game. Sometimes my warm up game is well, lately, my warm up game been a fucking ass whooping. So I hop right in here. Sometimes my warm up game, I might blow it, but then come back next game, ass whooping. Okay, wow. Niggas is really up here. Yo, I mean, it's really only a couple of dudes that I've saw as YouTubers playing on Immortal for their weekend classic. Lil Man, Lil Man got the fingertips. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, Pitching Rebel was on Immortal from what I remember. I think Adam may have been on Immortal. Not sure if Kyle was. Yeah, he was. Matter of fact, pretty sure Chef. Well, I guess I lied. I guess all the good ones did make immortal. The super good YouTubers that you know are super fucking good, yeah, they made it. At 650, 700 for gold. Be nice too. Much better fucking rewards. We got a few days. Um, Oh, man. Okay, I'm back, but I ain't back. I'm finna go get some food. But, shit, I think I'm just gonna leave it live. Fuck it. Mm.
Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Kyle Freeland.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball there. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man on base to start the inning. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. And that one fouled off. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Outside.
Nope, outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That missed by a lot. And the count is even 2-2. That one missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. And that's a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Golden opportunity right here. The changeup missing. Ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And the slider just misses. That one outside. Ball 3. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Jake Bird getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Halverson also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. In the air out towards right center. Doyle sizes this one up. Brings it in. Both runners tagging from second and third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
The other way. He hauls it in. 2 away. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Gavin Lux in the box now. Takes strike 1. Now 1-1. Two outs. Got him swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Denver, on the mound for the Reds, Hunter Green. What do we need to know here?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Jordan Beck. Gets the call. 0-1. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And fouled off. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next offering is fouled back.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out this side in the first. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New pitcher on now, Jake Bird.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Swinging a foul straight back. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Throw to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
One out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Two outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Reese Hines. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Two out, space is empty.
Ball, that's out.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-2 now. Grounder off the pitcher. And he beats it. He's safe. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Santiago Espinal. And a strike in there. Look out! And it hit him. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 2-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So digging in, Matt McClain doubled his first time up. That catches the outside corner. 0-1. Ground ball left side. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, we're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, here in Philadelphia, the hometown fans are excited.
This is one of the best places to play when you're playing well. No one more passionate than these Philadelphia Phillies fans. And this ballpark's still one of the most beautiful parks in all of baseball.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Okay, all set to go. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And there's a foul ball. This one popped up. Turner in pursuit. And it's caught for the out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
One out, base is empty. And that's a little bit high. And 1-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. There's a strike. Adames over at first with one away. That one misses, and the count even 1-1. In the dirt, but kept close, and an excellent job keeping it right there. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Here's Matt Chapman. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Chapman gets a piece there. Lace down the line, could be extra bases. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's Elliot Ramos. There's a strike, 95 of that one. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess.
One ball.
In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starter, Logan Webb. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Trey Turner leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace-caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
Here comes Bryce Harper. The first overall pick back in 2010.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chopper to second. Fitzgerald fires over to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Line drive and foul ball. Out towards right center field. Yastrzemski settles under it. And that's the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Orion Kirkering. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. And that skips in the dirt. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Ruiz getting loose out there. Strom, the lefty, warming up as well. On the inside corner for a strike. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Just missed. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Flores in his 12th season, 33 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. We're here in Seattle. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Luis Castillo. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Smoked on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. One up, one down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. How did so many teams pass on this guy in the draft?
Oh, you know the teams were interested, but just went in different directions. Phillies had Bryson Stott graded better, and the Yankees went with Volpe when they had the chance to draft Gunnar. Lots of good players in that draft class, and so good to see them panning out.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That just misses. 1-2 the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Inside. 2-2. And the count is 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
That misses. And now 3-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past it.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires to first on the run, and he'll be safe at first.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Ryan O'Hearn stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but he just barely sneaked in there.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. And that is out of play. Rutschman at third. O'Hearn at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings through that. Activity in the bullpen. Gabe Spire up and throwing. Brash also throwing. Struck him out looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Zach Eflin.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Makes a sliding stop. The feed for 1. Onto O'Hearn. 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Out in front and foul to the left side. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it, and that is the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Castillo back to work. Sliced hard but foul. And there's a ball. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Yep.
That's in there. 1 and 2. And downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Mastroboni. And there's 1 down. Here's Ramon Laureano. And that's fouled off. One out, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that one way outside. And it's 1 and 2. Ripped to short. Throw over to Tellez. And Laureano is retired.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. First pitch, not close. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Second inning here, no score. Next pitch downstairs. Now 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Center field, Rodriguez. And makes the grab. And that is that. Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angel Stadium. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Los Angeles Angels.
So just about set now, and today's starter, Yusei Kikuchi. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And a foul ball. And the 0-1. Pulls that one foul. The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. And that ball is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wastes no time there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And the batter now, Colt Keith. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. No outs. Runner on second. 0-2 now as he swings through it. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Zefferjohn, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Burke, the power lefty, up as well. The pitch. Misses off the plate, and the count is 1-2. Torres stands at second with no outs. That one the other way. Neto whips it across. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Riley Green in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike two.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Runner at second here, one gone. Got him swinging.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Out to short. Sends it across to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. They limit the damage here. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Tarek Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singing.
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
We go to the bottom of the first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one fouled off. Line drive. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
In the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Jorge Soler at the plate now as he chases after that one. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. The next pitch misses. Now 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
1-1.
Tigers bullpen with some action. Tommy Canely getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Soler at second with 2 down. Breaking ball misses down and away. Hot shot to third. Throw on to Torkelson, and that is that. Angels strand 1, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Brock Burke.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Outfield playing pretty shallow. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. Just missed. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one the other way. Neto. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now at the plate, Jake Rogers. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls. One strike.
One out, base is empty. And that's
Ball
downstairs. Now 3-1. On the ground, out to short. The throw to first.
Out.
2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And up next for Detroit, Trey Sweeney. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3.